You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How you guys doing? This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. Podcast. My name is Safan. You can find me on Twitter and gab.ai to start the show. Apparently yesterday, I want to report to you about what happened yesterday with all the distraction that they having about the Jesse Smollett case, that retarded guy, that stupid. Now he's talking about he wanted to sue Chicago PD for slander or something like that, for ruining his name. But that's not the one I want to talk about right now. That part is just a distraction for what's really going on. What's going on is that yesterday, Congress tried to overturn the President Trump veto, all right? But they failed dramatically. They failed terribly, right? They failed big time. So they tried to overturn the veto, and it never passed the House at all. And people just didn't feel like it. Like, you're basically going against an order, right? A president or trying to protect the country by building the wall. You try to tell him not to do it, and the veto is within his power to do so. The executive order was within his power to do so. So it's a lose-lose situation for them. Why would they want to double down on that issue? That's stupid. So that's what they tried to distract people from what they're doing yesterday. They had the House vote, try to overturn the veto, and it's an impossible task to overturn a veto. You need to have two-thirds House, or maybe 2/3 Senate, right? Just to overturn that thing. All right, you can't do it. It's an impossible task. The last time that happened was the 17th Amendment or 14th Amendment, right? The Slave Act or whatever it is. That's the last time there's a 2/3 amendment where they overturned the president veto, right? That's an impossible act, right? Now they try to do it again. Like, this is totally unpopular. Why would you want to do this, right? You basically try to put the American public in harm's way by not protecting them. The goal of the government is to protect its citizens. If they're not doing that, they try to, because they have their own personal issue with the president. Why don't you leave your personal issue aside, right? Leave your personal issue aside and try to get things done. These Congress people, these bureaucrats, they're stupid. Lack of a better term, they're dumb. They're stupid. The way I just want to let you guys know, the way I talk like this is how I usually talk. I don't use hyperboles, unnecessary word just to get my point across. The thing is, people who use big words, they try to mask or try to throw people off. That's why I think, you don't have to use large words just to make yourself smarter. As long as you can convey your message clearly, right, and people are capable of comprehending and understand what you're saying, that's all that matters. You don't have to throw all these word salad around just to make yourself look smarter. I don't understand that. People like to do that. Like, the point is to get what your idea across, not to make you sound smarter than what you are. But I digress on that. But anyway, yeah, the Democrats, they're awful. They're awful at finding a solution. They're awful at agreeing with each other. They're fighting each other. They're doubling down on this Russian collusion BS. Eric Swalwell came out of nowhere and tried to double down and say there's evidence when there's clearly no evidence at all. And he can't even identify the evidence. Look, if somebody asks Eric Swalwell, he's a congressman from California, by the way, where's the evidence? He turned the question around. He's not even going to try to answer it. That's typical politics answering for you right there. Typical politician. They avoid the answers. They refuse to answer anything, so they twist it around and ask you the question. I was like, wait a minute. I'm asking you the question. Why did you just aren't answer my question? Right? This is how you debate a liberal, all right? You ask the question, and you won't continue with the conversation until they answer that question. All right, and then if they beat around the bush, try to give you a different answer, you just tell them, you know what, that wasn't my question. Like if you watch JLP, Jesse Lee Peterson, he have a tactic. He have a strategy when arguing with when debating with liberal. He's not distracted by the way he taught. I mean, by by their shenanigans. You just stick with the answer. That's how you're supposed to talk to liberals. Stick with your original question. They try to turn it around. You won't stop until they ask you your question, and then you just continue on. But anyway, that's how you. These liberals are crazy, right? They're not consistent. They're liars, right? They're liars, Democratic liars, right? They avoid to answer direct question, and not only Eric Swallow, whatever his name is, like, oh my God, Swallow, double down, but Adam Schiff double down as well. Keep pressing that there's evidence, and I'm like, where are these evidence you're talking about? Where is it? Where is this evidence? And he said, and then Adam Schiff or the Democrat like to use circumstantial. Wait a minute, circumstantial is not empirical evidence. Circumstantial is not circumstantial is a hypothetical answer or whatever it is, right? It's hypothetically speaking, what if? That's what circumstantial means. Like, oh, we don't have the evidence. That's what circumstantial means. We don't have the evidence, but this is what we think what it is. That's what they're referring to when they say circumstantial. It's not proven. Circumstantial is not proven. And they like to toss that word around. See what I'm trying to say when they use big words? Try to conflate thing around. Try to confuse people. They say, oh, we have circumstantial. It's like when you go on YouTube, you see all of these clips. They keep saying, oh, we got circumstantial evidence. Oh, we got circumstantial evidence. There's plenty of circumstantial evidence. There's plenty of circumstantial evidence. We got more than enough of circumstantial evidence. You see, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi say, oh, there's circumstantial evidence. Maxine Waters, just colluded. Crazy Maxine Waters, James Brown wig wearing Maxine Waters. I didn't vote for her. She's a retarded woman, right? Retarded woman. But anyway, this woman is retarded. How can she get reelected? By the way, we had this past election in her district. How is she able to win re-election? I guess she managed to brainwash all the people in that district. But anyway, they're doubling down on this BS collusion. All right, when there's no evidence, and they like to push on something with no evidence, but something with evidence like Jussie Smollett. There's big evidence. There's videos. There's paper trails. Right? There's all these empirical evidence, and they dropped the charges for that loser. Right? This fringe minority. He said he wanted to defend the marginalized people. You mean the elites? You're retarded, Jussie Smollett. You're an idiot. All right? And another thing that happened yesterday as well is that the House also voted on the Green New Deal, and it got demolished. And the Senate didn't vote for it, so that went down the drain for no reason, right? So it didn't pass. See, you know your idea is bad if the workers' union vote against it, right? The Democrat once represent the workers' union, right? Now they're coming out with all these radical ideas, these insane ideas, try to protect the workers, and then the workers' union tell them, no, we don't agree to this. We don't subscribe to your Green New Deal. And then when Alexandria Ocasio voted, she voted president. She didn't even back up her own plan. Like, why the hell are you backing up your own plan? And she's the one who wrote it, or quote, not wrote it, but backing it up. This woman's retarded. She's probably a candidate for talking smack about later on in the week. I might pick her, but I'm not sure yet. But the Democrat is a fire dumpster, hell in a handbasket right now. They're ridiculous. All right, there's no way they're not slowing down. They're becoming stupid. But on that note, guys, let me know what you think. Comment, share, subscribe. I want to know. Do you think Democrats are heading downhill from here? Are they insane? Why are they doubling down? Just let me know. Leave a comment below. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. And on that note, have a good day. Like, share, and subscribe.